Hi, I'm Danielle and I'm the founder of The Joyful Edit. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad it's Friday and I hope you've got some nice plans to look forward to at the weekend. Yesterday I was continuing my book with Marie Kondo on tidying, and I kid you not, I was reading on how to fold socks. Yes, socks. Who knew that was a thing? Definitely not me. I was also reading about how to fold t-shirts and boxes and trousers. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, why am I reading this? And then a really weird thing happened. So this morning I was putting my laundry away, and as I was doing so, without even realizing, I was like folding my clothes the way that she kind of suggested in the book. And oh my goodness, can I just say, this woman is amazing. Like, my drawers have never looked so good. I never even thought about like doing it the way that she suggested. And yeah, it works and it looks so good. And I just open my drawers and it just looks amazing. So yeah, what a surprise. I thought I'd share that with you. Yesterday I touched on briefly about how I have kind of seen 2023 as like the hardest year of my life. And whilst there have been moments that makes that definitely true, I also like failed to kind of really fully appreciate that 2023 has also had some of the most incredible moments that I will remember for the rest of my life, and that I am so blessed and overjoyed that I ever got to experience. And I think it's just like a lesson to make sure that we like focus on the good, and we make sure that we, you know, don't lose perspective. Like, yes, we can go through challenges, but we just need to come like away from that and look at it like from like a third party, and just get out of our heads and just appreciate like what's gone on. And even like with the things that have been really tough, there's even like beauty in some of those things, because ultimately like we go through challenges to kind of help us make us become the person that we were meant to be. And what I do each year is I do like an audit. So it sounds like really not fun, but it is fun. Well, for me anyway. So I will just go through like some of the most amazing experiences, like what bucket list items have I like ticked off, like what places have I traveled to, what things am I most proud of, when did I come out of my comfort zone, what things did I achieve, all these different things. And it's just a really good way to like evaluate your year, and like it shows just like how many things you actually did. Because so often, and like I previously have done, is I would think about it and like it would just be focusing on some of the like negatives because I was in the midst of it. And I realized like I was just like writing so many things down that I was so grateful for. And I would want to go through like the whole thing, but it would probably take me an hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to break it up. And the thing that I'm going to cover today is like the lessons that I learned. So I have told you that I've had some of the hardest times, and I kind of wanted to share what those were. Some of them you're already aware of, some of them you're not. And then I want to kind of go through the positives that I've kind of taken from that, because, you know, life really does give us an opportunity to like take these moments of like pain and struggle and difficulty, and it allows us to use it as an opportunity to learn and to grow and to be the best version that we are. And you know, when you like listen to so many people or autobiographies of some of the most successful people and what they've gone through such adversities, and the thing with them is they have used it as their power. And so if you've gone through any kind of struggle yourself this year, then I just encourage you to kind of seek out the good and find a positive and kind of use that into 2024 and like moving forward, because life is going to throw us a lot of stuff, and it's about how we deal with it and how we build resilience, and also how we take the lessons that the universe is giving us. So in terms of the things that I've kind of had to deal with, being financially uncomfortable is up there. It meant that like also that I've not been able to do like some of the things that I want to do, and I so love like experiences and doing all these amazing things, and I just have not been able to always do that. Coming back from traveling, like no one tells you how hard it is to come back from traveling, no one. Doing a job that I don't particularly love, I nearly lost my mum, and Vincent passed away. So, you know, there's been quite a few things that I've had to deal with this year, which has made it much more difficult than I've kind of previously had to deal with. I wanted to show you the things that I kind of came up with when I was thinking the positives that I can take from some of these really painful experiences. So some of it includes like the fact that Dan and I have been brought closer together. Like I've had to lean on him so much more than I have previously, or that I thought I would. And he's been like a real rock to me. So that's just meant that we've become so much closer. It also made me more vulnerable. So I was not very good at being vulnerable, and I would sometimes put up a facade, and it just enabled me to kind of break that down. And I think that's a really important lesson, because you know, so many of us are going through stuff, and it helps to be vulnerable, and you can have deeper connections. It's hugely pushed me out of my comfort zone, hugely. And I think the great thing there is, before I was super, super comfortable. I had all these dreams and all these visions, but I was comfortable. So God has like shoved me out of my comfort zone and been like, no, you need to like feel some discomfort and go through some suffering, and then that's going to force you to want to take action. And oh my goodness, I'm forced to take action 100%. It's also built my resilience. And, you know, sometimes I found it super hard, but you know what? Your girl's still here, and I'm still fighting, and I'm going to make stuff happen. Like, I absolutely am committed to transforming my life. I'm committed to, like, making a difference and inspiring others, and just, you know, I'm so here for everything that I've kind of got planned and that I kind of want in my life. It's also given me like a drive like no other, to make sure I never go through any financial struggles again, because it's so painful and it's horrible when you think you can't pay your bills, or you can't do certain things, or you feel embarrassed, or you feel ashamed. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to take control of that, and I'm going to make a change, because there is absolutely no way I'm going through that again. It's also given me a drive to really push my business, to like free myself from the corporate world, so that I don't want to do corporate at all. And you know, the fact that I have this like discomfort and I don't love it is kind of great, because if I loved it, then I wouldn't like be pushing myself to do my business. So I can definitely see like the advantages of doing that. It's also made me really creative. So like I've been focusing more on like the simple pleasures. So things like freshwater swimming, like, oh my goodness, just amazing. Playing cards at the pub, or having lots of picnics, wine in the park. Picnics and wine in the park, oh my gosh, that's been like absolutely one of my favorites. Playing loads of tennis, making candles, dinner with like music and candles, and like getting properly dressed up, and then like evening walks. Like there's so many things that I've kind of enjoyed so much, and absolutely regardless of how much wealth I build, I will be taking on board like all these simple pleasures, because it's so important. And it also made me realise how resourceful I am, and that's something I really struggled with, because people used to be like, you know, be resourceful. I thought, how can I be resourceful? I've got no money. That would normally be my thing. And I realised that it means doing something we don't want to do. So I have been resourceful now. I'm actually renting out my property in January, again, just to free up some money so that I can invest in my business, I can invest in a coach, I can invest in like some other things that I want to do to build my wealth. So it's going to be a hard thing to do, but I've kind of weighed up the pros and cons, and absolutely it will be worth it. So again, an example of being resourceful. Also, like asking for help and telling people that, you know, like whether like it's advice or anything like that, like we've got like a family and friends of friends, and then we've got like our network in terms of business. So there's so many people out there that which you can actually lean on and ask for advice and ask for help. My faith is also really strong, and it's made my faith stronger despite all the adversities that I've gone through, because I've recognized that actually, if I want to reach the next level, and if I want to live an extraordinary life, I need to build those foundations. I need to build patience. I need to build resilience. I need to strengthen, like at my core, the reason why I want to do this, the reason why I'm committed, all these different things. And then lastly, this year has reminded me how precious and fragile life is, and the people that are in my life, and to show them, to make sure that I always let them know like how much I care and adore and love my family and friends, and how important they are to me, and just to make the most of life. You know, I think I definitely am good at kind of recognizing the good and trying to make every moment count, but it does give you a wake-up call. And you know, from experiencing loss and nearly experiencing the loss of my mum, I can't even tell you what that was like. It was so, yeah, I think maybe one day I'll do a video on it. Today is not that day because I get emotional because I flipping love my mum. So yeah, I'm going to go. I hope you kind of can use this video as, like I said, inspiration for you to think about the things that you've had to go through and the struggle, and actually like what lessons did you take, like how has it changed you as a person, and we can then use that to move forward into 2024 and the rest of our lives. Because guess what, we're all gonna face adversities and challenges in our life, but it's all about what we can do with that, whether we decide to use it as an opportunity or if we decide to use it as an excuse for why we're not able to move forward. And I hope you choose the reason why we decide to move forward and to create the best version of our lives and be the best version you can be, and live a life that is full and courageous and fun and exciting. And yeah, just get excited again about living and being here, being present. There's just so much joy around, including, you know, some of the things that we have to go through which causes so much pain, but ultimately it's about what we do with that. So I am sending you so much love and so much blessings. I hope you really enjoyed today's video and it gets you thinking about kind of your own life and the things that you've had to deal with and how you can kind of see that as a positive. I'm sending you so much love and I will see you again tomorrow. Have a lovely evening and I will see you soon.